Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and let's talk GIJoe Classified vehicle speculation. Let's get into it. Roll it. Okay guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the video. And this one, I've wanted to do this video for a long time, so please bear with me on this one, okay? So, GIJoe Classified is an amazing series, and I have to be honest, I really like it. At first I wasn't really sold on it when the first Duke came out and so that, but as the line has grown, I'm really gotten into it. And of course, you can see here on my little display, we've got Major Blood is probably one of my favorite characters right now, and of course you've got Cobra Island Breaker and Cobra Island Baroness here as well, and they're cool figures. I love Baroness. She's so cool. Not a fan of the cycle, the vehicle, but Baroness is cool. And of course, Breaker is the newest vehicle. And at first, when this was released, I wasn't really sold on it. When they released the details at like a PulseCon or one of their other online events, I wasn't really sold on it. I was like, ugh. I wasn't really sold on it, and the more I seen it, it grew on me, okay? So I did manage to pick it up, and I've taken it out of the box, and I've looked at it, and you know what? It's really cool. I have to say, it's a really cool vehicle. But the reason that I wanted to talk about this more, the reason why I wanted to make this video was the online speculation of, like, you know, what vehicles are we going to get? Like, oh, are they going to give us a Vamp? Are they going to give us a Hiss? You know what I mean? To fit my classified figures. And no, they won't. They really won't. And, like, sorry, but they won't. And the fact is, the reason why I feel like I can say that pretty adamantly is Hasbro is a business. They don't necessarily care about you or I, or you and I, our happiness as GIJoe collectors. They care about numbers and market share and shelf space and stuff like that. So when it comes down to it, like, all these things are calculated, and they have to figure out what works for them. That's why, sorry, I'm going to destroy my display here. That's why both Baroness and Breaker, they're in the same size box, and they come with the same type of vehicle because it fits in that box, and those boxes fit in a bigger box, and that box is something they dealt with before and shipped to the store. And that's why, more likely, we have 2 motorcycles as our first vehicle releases, because they fit inside the box that they allotted size to this figure. So when you hear people online saying, like, oh, the next vehicle is going to be a Vamp, or the next vehicle is going to be a Trouble Bubble. Now, I myself, the Trouble Bubble is one of my all-time favorite vehicles. However, I don't ever expect to see one in GIJoe Classified right now, because think of that. So it would be like a 3D object about this big to fit a classified figure, but what kind of box are they going to put that in? It's definitely not going to fit in a box like this. The box is only as wide pretty much as this. You can't fit a Trouble Bubble in the box that wide. You'd have to cut it in half and have a half and a half here, like the same length there. So it seems like a lot of work. I don't think you'll ever see a Trouble Bubble. So what I do think we will get, like, the possibilities, going with my idea that something has to fit in this size box. You have to have a figure and a vehicle in this size box. This is already a known method for Hasbro. So, I mean, obviously, as a Joe and a Cobra vehicle, because we've seen a Joe and a Cobra vehicle before, you know, for a Joe vehicle, you could see a jump, or like a GIJoe jetpack. You could see those, right? They would fit in there lovely and make things work or whatever. For the Cobra though, what about a Cobra Claw? That would be an awesome pack-in. It would easily fit in that type of box with a Viper pilot maybe. That would totally work. So you gotta think, you're thinking of a vehicle that has a slim you know, thickness or whatever that can fit in a box this size. This is what we're more than likely going to get as next releases, because once again, Hasbro doesn't have infinite money to spend on vehicles, so they can't make a 6.5 inch Vamp, package it up in a box, and send it to Toys R Us or Walmart and sit on the shelf and have like 10 of them sitting on the shelf. It's just a business, right? And of course, you know, long story, people are like, oh, well, maybe HasLabs will do it. HasLabs, I don't see them making any GIJoe vehicles anytime soon. I mean, they did Unicron, it was successful. They did the barge for the Return of the Jedi. They did, they're doing the Transformers Victory Saber. They're doing a few things, cool products, but I don't see them doing any GIJoe stuff anytime soon. Like, you know, because it's not big enough where they're gonna get, I think, the backing they need to make it and to support it. People will support it, but you're not gonna get that huge, big vehicle that you're expecting to get compared to a Unicron. It's just not gonna happen right now. Now, this video, I'm making this video before the next PulseCon. This could all be wiped out totally the moment PulseCon happens and Hasbro releases more details on the next wave of figures and vehicles for GIJoe Classified. But that's just my personal opinion as a collector of GIJoe Classified, somebody who's been involved in the community, and that just my ideas. So let me know what you think in the comments. What vehicle would you like to see GIJoe release for GIJoe Classified, and what vehicle would you expect to see for GIJoe Classified? You know, keep in mind the idea that I'm talking about shelf space and cost and price and boxing and shipping it. So start to get your mind wondering about that, and let's see what we can come up with. Maybe we can give Hasbro some ideas. For one, I want a Cobra Claw. I want that thing. And perfect, as I mentioned earlier, a Cobra Claw versus a GIJoe like jetpack, they're like perfect. They go against each other. So, you know, almost like we have two motorcycles here, a jetpack, a jump, and a Cobra Claw. Perfect. Let's do it, Hasbro. Let's get on that. See you in the next video.